My people, hello, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a very special disc review here on the Disc Golf Nerd channel. This is my first ever signature disc. After grinding on this channel for over a decade now, putting countless hours into making content to try to help disc golfers and help support the game of disc golf overall, I finally have a signature disc that you guys can order to help support me in my efforts here on the channel. So the link will be in the description to order these. They are available right now. This is the Disc Golf Nerd Signature Defiant from NSH Custom Discs. This is a 3D printed disc. It is, of course, PDGA approved, but due to the fact that it is 3D printed and they are made to order, they are unlike anything else you're going to have in your bag. I guarantee you don't have anything that feels quite like these. I'm going to take a look at this dyed one in just a minute, but we went with white back, clear top, with the black and white rim, so it'll look like my logo, and also allowing you guys to dye these any color that you want. They take dye really well, and with the clear top, white back, you can do any color combinations without having to worry about whether or not the color is going to clash with the base color of the disc or anything. So you can see the way the white rim takes the color, and then the clear top. It's almost like kind of three-dimensional. It's really interesting, and it's hard to really get it on camera, but once you get this thing out in the sunlight, it lights up that clear top, and you can see some depth to the dye job because the dye actually kind of sinks in between the layers and stuff. You can see a little bit of it kind of comes through there. So that's something to note as well. But they take dye great, and as you hold it up to the light, and if I kind of hold it up towards my filming light, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. You can see some of the textures from the material, and you can see the depth of the colors. You can also still see the logo when it's held up to the light as well. So you can dye them any color you want by design. Since you guys know I love disc dyes, and I've taught you all how to do dyes in various videos and stuff. You can see this one got a little bit stained actually. This little bit of pink on there, this reddish pink on there. There's actually some bleed over from that other one. So one of my reds is kind of dying and bleeding onto other discs just from handling it and stuff. So that's not what it's supposed to look like, but yeah, got my logo on there, clear top, white and black rim, and you can see that this thing has a super unique design. It's unlike anything else really on the market right now. Perfectly flat top, and has this really chunky rim to it that almost looks inverted. One of the things I absolutely love about this disc is that I can power grip it super well due to the fact that it has that chunky rim. You really get a nice grip on it, really snap it out of your hand. So this is the newest style from NSH Custom Discs, and as soon as I started testing these Defiants, really as soon as I got my first one and started handling it, I've been really intrigued by the disc. It's just, again, unlike anything else, and I thought it would be a really fun signature disc to have. Nothing else quite like it. It's got a little bit of a textured look on the surface due to the way that it is 3D printed. That's why they're able to produce such nice flat tops as well. When you order these, and again, the link is in the description for that, when you order these, they will get the order and they will print your exact disc and then send it out. So it's not like you're getting one off the shelf. They're actually made to order, and they're all kind of slightly unique in that way. They might have like a little imperfection here or there based on the fact that they are 3D printed, but the material is very tough. It is somewhat flexible. This is not like a 3D printed disc that you might have seen years ago where you hit one tree and it blows up. These are actually really tough. They have some flexibility to them, and they actually feel really nice in the hand to me. So there's your look at the rim profile and the design of this thing. This one is max weight. They are available in some different weights. They are available to ship all over the world as well. So if my overseas viewers are interested in buying one of these, you can help support me and get your hands on a really unique and interesting disc, even if you live outside of the USA. So let's take a look at some flights on this disc. And the flight of this disc is one of the things that really drew me to it as well. Once I started testing it, it really behaves unlike a lot of other discs that I've tested. I can't really even pick out anything that behaves quite like this disc. It is understable, and it likes a hyzer release to fly straight for sure, for me especially. And if you have a big power arm, I'm not exactly sure how understable these would get, but since more of my fan base is newer players, beginners and stuff, I wanted something that was throwable for everybody. So if you have a huge power arm, these might be a little flippy for you. I can't really tell, but you'll see how they fly for me. I can get them to fly laser straight. I can get them to flip up flat. I can get them to flip up and work to the right. The first throw I ever had with this disc had a little bit of wind coming in. You can see it turns, but it still comes back out again pretty quickly. So If you get it completely turned over, it will hold it. But I didn't test that too much because I'm really using this as a flip up laser beam straight flyer. The thing that's great about this disc is that it goes sneaky far. I can throw it as far as my gobies easily. Or like an EMAC or any of the far flying mid ranges that I throw, I can throw this thing just as far as those on a straight line, which is really nice. And I've just been enjoying throwing them, and that's part of why I wanted to have it as a signature disc, is because of how much I enjoy throwing it. It's just a fun disc to throw. It doesn't feel like anything else. It doesn't behave quite like anything else. It can flip up straight. It can flip up and turn, again, depending on the angles and the power you put on it. But it also holds a hyzer super well. So you'll see times where I started on hyzer, maybe throw it a little nose up, maybe take a little bit of energy off of it, and it holds the hyzer strong throughout the flight. So you can kind of throw a chip shot up and over, like I do on hole 7 advance in the video, like I do on, what is it, hole 6 or 7 at Rooster, the one downhill through the little gap there with the pond on the right. I can throw it on that hole and have it hold hyzer really strong and fade into the bucket. But then again, if I throw it with slight hyzer and flip it up straight, it'll fly laser straight all the way. So that is the Disc Golf Nerd Signature Defiant. Once again, the link is in the description to order these right now. I would really appreciate it if you guys have some expendable income. Check one out. It'll be a fun disc. If you really hate the way it flies, it'll still be a cool wall hanger and an interesting conversation piece. I bet a lot of your friends and your disc golf buddies have never seen or thrown a 3D printed disc before, and this is a great one to check out. And out of the ones I've tested from NSH Customs, genuinely, the Defiant's my favorite one. I love Mr. Putt. I've been using that one since it showed up. I like the other styles that I've tested as well. But this one seems to be the most versatile in terms of a nice, straight, workable flyer that a lot of different players can use. So that is my very special review on a very special disc, the first ever Disc Golf Nerd Signature Disc. Thank you all for your continued support. My viewers, my Patreon supporters, all the sponsors that help me out, everybody for continuing to help the channel. It's been a little bit of a rough year for the channel. We had a lot of wind. We had the rainiest winter and spring on record in Oregon. So I am behind on a lot of different disc videos and stuff, but I have a ton of stuff in the works. So please hit that subscribe button if you do in fact enjoy the content, and keep an eye out for future uploads. So much plastic to show you and other things to talk about here on the channel, but I appreciate you all. Also, in the bag video coming soon, maybe next week, with a huge giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a Rebel, a full brand new Rebel shipped straight to you in the bag video, as well as a couple other things as well, maybe some dies and some other discs and stuff. We're going to go big for my in the bag giveaway this time. Thank you all. I'll talk to you all very soon. Cheers.